Good morning, students. Today's topic is bubble shot. Before proceeding bubble shot, we must know the meaning of shorting. Shorting means arrangement of elements in any specific order, whether it is ascending or descending, is called shorting. Now, there are multiple shorting algorithms in data structure like bubble sort, merge sort, selection sort. Today we will discuss about bubble sort. Now, in bubble sort, what we will do, we will scan the list multiple times from left to right, and each scan is called pass. Once again, I am repeating what we are doing in bubble sort. We are scanning the list multiple times from left to right direction, and each and every scan is known as pass. And while scanning, we will also compare two adjacent elements of the list, and if these two elements are not in proper order, we will swap these two elements. And this process will be repeated until the list is not get shorted. Okay. Now coming to the advantage, bubble sort is one of the simplest algorithm for sorting in data structure. And in disadvantage, bubble sort is very much slower than the rest of the algorithm. Because it is slower, it becomes less efficient algorithm. This is the disadvantage of bubble sort. Now, next point is the complexity of bubble sort is O(n) square. Now, what is complexity and how can we calculate the complexity of any algorithm? That will that we will discuss in our later session. Okay. Now, in bubble sort, after each and every pass, the largest value of the list will go at the end. Okay. In every pass, a list is divided into two parts. One is shorted part, second is unshorted part, and we will improve the efficiency of bubble sort by not going on to the shorted part. Okay. Now, in our list, let us suppose there is a list that is unsorted. Okay. After pass 1, what will happen? The largest element will go at the end. So the largest element is sorted now. So here our list is divided into two part. One is unsorted part and second is sorted part. Because we will only scan the unsorted part. Because sorted part is already sorted. If we scan the sorted part, it will just waste time. Okay, so we will only scan the unsorted part. Okay, now we will directly come to the example. In example, we have a list 274153, and the index of this element is given above. Okay, now what we will do, we will scan each and every index. Okay, and if while traversing this index, if swapping is required, we will do swapping also. Okay, now in step 1, first of all, 2 and 7, we will scan index 0. In index 0 there is 2 and 2, and we will compare two adjacent element. The two adjacent element are 2 and 7, and 2 and 7 will be compared, and here swapping is required. No, so we will move further. Now index 1 will be scanned. Now in index 1 and 2, 7 and 4, swapping is required. Answer is yes, because 7 is larger than 4. So we will do swapping. So our list is 2, 4, 7, 1, 5, 3. Now we have traverse index 0, we have traverse index 1. Now in index 2 and index 3, 7 and 1 will be compared, and again we need swapping here, and our answer is, our list is 241753. Now index 0, 1 and 2 is already scanned. Now we will scan index 3. Now 7 will be index scanned, compare with 5, and again we will swap 7 and 5. Now at the next we will compare 7 and 3, and again swapping is done. So at the last you will see the answer, the list will be 241537. Now this whole is called pass 1. Once scanning is completed, we have traversed from index 0 to index 5, then it means the pass 1 is completed. And after pass 1 you will see that the largest value 7 is at the end. Initially it was at on index 1, and after, when the pass 1 is completed, it will go at the last index. Okay, so after each and every pass the largest value will go at the end. Okay, now in pass 2, now before starting a pass 2 you will see that the list is divided into two parts. One is unsorted part, 24153, it is unsorted, and this 7 is sorted because the largest element is moved to the last. So the required position for 7 is at the last, and it is already on the last. So we will not scan the sorted part, we will only scan the unsorted part. Okay. Now first we will compare 2 and 4. Here it is already sorted, so we don't need to swap. Now next 4 and 1 will be compared. Here swapping is required, we will swap. So our list will be like this. Now we have scan index 0, we have scan index 1. Now we will scan index 2, that is 4, and 4 and 5 will be compared, and here it is already sorted, so we don't need to swap it. Now 5 and 3 will be scanned. Here swapping is required, so our list is 2 1 4 3 5 and 7. We will not compare 3 and 7 because we know that 7 is already at their appropriate position, so we don't need to compare it. Okay, so after this pass 2 will be completed, and in pass 2 you will see that the second largest value will go at their appropriate position. Now 2143, this is the unsorted part, and 5 and 7 is the sorted part. Again we will not go on 5 and 7 because it is already sorted. If we go there it will only the waste of time. Okay, now we will only scan 2 1 4 and 3. Okay, now 2 and 1 will be compared. Again here swapping is required, we will swap. Okay, now 2 and 4 will be compared. Here no swapping is required. Now 4 and 3 will be compared, swapping is required. Now swapping will be done. After that the pass 3 will be completed, and after pass 3 the third largest element will go at their appropriate position. Okay, now pass 3 is completed. Now after pass 3 you will see that one list is already sorted, but the point is every list in bubble sort, how many passes are required, the total number of passes are required in a bubble sort is n minus 1. Okay, What is n minus 1? Here n is number of element. So in our list there are 6 elements. So how many number of passes are required? 6 minus 1, that is 5. So there are 5 passes are required. So pass 4 and pass 5 will also run, but in pass 4 and pass 5 there is nothing to change because list is already sorted. So here is a note that uh, the list is already sorted after pass 3. So pass 4 and pass 5 are redundant. Bubble shot will be more efficient if we avoid pass 4 and pass 5 in our algorithm, but is it not necessary? Okay, to reduce pass 4 and pass 5, if you use pass 4 and pass 5, it is also the bubble shot. Okay, so if you want to remove, you can remove it also. Okay, now coming to the program, coming to the code. First of all, we have a list array. Okay, let us suppose our list is 274153. Okay, the length of the list is 6. Now in first case, in for loop, the first for loop will be run from 0 to 6. Okay, and the second for loop will be move from 0 to n minus 1 minus I, means 1, n means 6, minus 1 5, 5 minus I means 0. So in the first, for the value of 0, for the value of I, that is 0, the j will run from 0 to 5. Okay, now 0 to 5, and in that we will compare each and every element, and if swapping is required, we are doing swapping here. Okay, in second case, when the value of I will be 1 and value of j will be n minus 1 minus I, and minus 1 is 5, 5 minus 1 is 4. So here you will see that the j is running from 0 to 4, not 0 to 5. In i's first value, for loop is running from 0 to 5. In I second value, it will run from 0 to 4. In I third value, it will run from 0 to 3. Here you are seeing that each and every time the AND value is reducing, because that is a sorted part, and we don't need to sort the sorted part. We don't need to go to scan the sorted part. It will improve the efficiency of our algorithm. Okay, so this is the example and the code for bubble shot. Thank you and keep revising.